May the force be with us, the force that surrounds us and binds us. When Yoda was trying to teach Luke Skywalker how to harness the force, he was teaching Luke to trust and use his own power to create and manifest. We created the internet to communicate with each other. We come up with nanotechnologies and embedded sensors to enhance our senses. We invented immersive virtual reality and telepresence to extend our presence. We create robotics, automation, and artificial intelligence to enhance our productivity. With all of these technologies, we enhance our external power. How can we stay human and tap into our own power for creation and manifestation? Can science and technology help us to achieve this? Yes, it is in the form of Tao Science. Tao Science is a science about creation. It brings grand unification of all things. It bridges science and spirituality. So, what has science got to do with spirituality? Aren't they like oil and water? How can they ever come together as one? What if I tell you this, that our spirit and soul can actually be defined and calculated mathematically? And this is all possible through Tao Science. I am a quantum physicist. I spent over 30 years trying to solve the Grand Unification Theory, often called GUT, G-U-T. The Grand Unification is to use one mathematical formula to explain everyone and everything. It is considered the holy grail of modern physics. However, for many years, I just wasn't making the progress I longed for. And finally, after 20 years, I gave up. I'm not the only one who have tried. Even Einstein couldn't figure it out. But you know, thankfully, the universe didn't give up on me. One day, while attending a spiritual celebration in Hawaii, I had a spiritual awakening that everything in the whole cosmos is love from the divine. This experience changed my life completely. Realizing everything in the world is love, I stopped worrying or being stressed about anything. Every morning, I jump out of my bed. Can't wait to see, feel, and enjoy the love. Living in this loving vibration, my life suddenly become abundant, blissful, and full of miracles. It's during this miraculous time that I met my spiritual teacher, Dr. and Master Zhi Gang Sha, a world-renowned, powerful soul healer, spiritual teacher, leader, and the New York Times best-selling author who founded the Tao Academy and Love, Peace, Harmony movement. Master Sha teaches that everyone and everything has a soul. Soul is our essence and internal existence. Soul comes to physical reality to learn and to evolve to a higher levels. One day, during Master Sha's workshop, I had an amazing aha moment. I suddenly realized that it is possible to use quantum physics to calculate soul mathematically. Soul is not as mysterious and beyond this physical world as you may think. We can define, calculate, and measure the soul. This realization is a major breakthrough for us. It led to the creation of Tao Science. So how do we define and calculate soul in Tao Science? To do this, you need to know a little bit about quantum physics. Quantum physics tells us that everyone and everything is made of vibration, also called waves. Vibration is basically periodic oscillations. It is mathematically described by frequency, wavelengths, and amplitude. Vibration extends over space and time. Essentially, everything is a vibrational field. Similar to the ocean, there are many different waves. Short waves, long waves, tall waves, fast waves, and slow waves in our vibrational field. Most of the waves within us is not visible to our physical eyes. In quantum physics, we use wave function to mathematically describe and calculate your vibrational field. So our vibrational field carries the matter, energy, and information. Information is everything we can see, hear, observe, and measure. It is our physical reality. Energy is what moves and changes the matter. Information is what gives the shape and form to matter and energy. Information plays the critical role in our lives. The big insight from Tao Science is that the content of information carried by our vibrational field is what we know as the soul or spirit in the religion and spirituality. This physical body is temporary. It can disappear one day, but our spirit or soul, the content information carried by our vibrational field, will continue its own journey to learn and to evolve to a higher level of existence. Like the statement of our bank account tells us how much money we have in our bank. The blueprint of a house shows the shape and the function of a house. Information carried in our vibrational field determines every aspect of our lives. So heal the soul first, then the healing and the transformation and every aspect of our life will follow. The big S is the boss of everyone and everything. It determines our health, relationships, family, career, finance, and everything. To change our life, we need to change our soul, the content of information in our vibrational field. In this digital age, we change and utilize software, hardware information in our computers daily. How often do we change the information that does not serve us within ourselves? How much do we know and utilize the power of our soul? How can we utilize the power of our soul? The first step is to realize the importance of the information and the message we give to ourselves and the information within our vibrational fields, because they determine our lives. Make sure that you give yourself the most positive information so that you can create a life with positive experience. The second step is to be aware of any negative messages or information you tell yourself, and the negative information within you, and change them into positive message and positive information. Are you telling yourself you love yourself, or you say you don't like yourself? Are you telling yourself you can do it, or you tell yourself you can't do it? Our vibrational field contains a lot of information we are not even conscious of, including the information about what we have done, what our parents and ancestors have done. This information secretly controls our lives. To change our life, we need to transform the hidden negative information within us. We can all change our destiny by giving ourselves positive information, such as using chanting, invocation, and praying. There are more advanced spiritual technologies to transform the information contact within us, which is the soul. And the Tao calligraphy is one of them. Tao calligraphy is a Chinese calligraphy written with one stroke. It carries the vibrational field. Its vibrational field carries very positive information. And when you connect with it, and even better trace it, then it can help to transform the negative information inside you into positive information. Let me give you some examples. So David Meltzer is a president of world-renowned sports marketing company. He used Tao calligraphy to help make his business more successful. So with tracing his Tao calligraphy for 10 minutes a day, his business started to experience exponential growth. In short time, the number of his employees grew from 5 to 50. And within a year, he sold his company for $65 million. And Gail is a publisher and a filmmaker. One day, his daughter phoned her and gave her a heartbreaking news that she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Luckily, Gail knew about Tao calligraphy, so she immediately got a Tao calligraphy for her daughter. With the help of Tao calligraphy, her daughter became cancer-free almost immediately. In the digital age, in addition to all the physical technologies, more importantly, we need to connect with our soul and utilize the power of soul and spiritual technology to help us live a life with more love, joy, and abundance. When Yoda raised the sunken spaceship from the swamp by connecting to the higher power, Luke Skywalker said, "I don't believe it." Yoda told him, "This is where you fail." If we want to harness our greatest potential through soul power, we must also remove our mindsets, attachments, and belief systems to actually try and experience the power of the soul within ourselves. There is a Chinese saying that goes, "If you want to know a pear is sweet, taste it. If you want to know the power of soul, try it." This is more than an invitation. It is more than a sacred calling. In the digital age, to stay human, it is critical and urgent that we all wake up to our soul and live a life with higher power, greater potential, and life purpose.